And welcome to Highlights. My name is Jim Strawn, host of the television program Highlights from the Heart of Our Community. It's brought to you through a collaboration between Jim Strawn and Company, the Media Center, HD Media, and we want to thank our new sponsor, Banker's Life. There's no life like the banker's life. If you're a regular viewer of our show, and we certainly hope that you are, you know how much we love to focus on those grassroots organizations, grassroots people, businesses, just anybody and any organization and any business that's doing a great job moving our state of West Virginia and our Kanawha Valley and our city of Charleston forward, making it a better place to live, learn, work, and to play. And on today's Highlights program, we're going to feature an association, an organization that is doing just that. And about this time every year, give or take June or July, we have the Bridgefest up on Bridge Road in Charleston, West Virginia. My guest today is one of the committee members, so lots of good insight and information coming your way about a really fun festival. So many fun festivals in West Virginia, so many fun festivals throughout the Kanawha Valley and the city of Charleston. Of course, we've just coming off of Festival. We're just coming off of the Regatta. We have that live on the levee every Friday. But on Wednesday evening, July the 20th, on Bridge Road, we have the annual Bridgefest. And here to help us talk all things Bridgefest, you can see on the screen there, Wednesday 6 to 9, July the 20th. Emilie Couch, how are you, girl?
I'm good. How are you?
It's good to see you.
It's nice to see you.
You look so pretty.
Well,
you look so cheery.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure. So you're one of the,
I'm on one of the committee members.
There's no really chair. You guys just all work together, right?
Correct.
So you're a committee member with Bridgefest. We've
Yes.
had Bridgefest now, I'm going to say a 13-ish, 12, 13, over 10 years.
Yes.
And how do you explain to the audience, maybe they haven't been to Bridgefest, how do you explain what the heck Bridgefest is?
Well, Bridgefest is sponsored by the Bridge Road Neighborhood Association, which is a group, a collaboration between the shop owners on Bridge Road and also the neighborhood. We use the funds that we raise to beautify the area, to keep everything current, up to date. Our most recent project was creating a new parking lot, because that's one of the biggest problems up there is the parking.
Because we're talking about the shops at Bridge Road.
Yes.
And the shops at Bridge Road, even though they're in the city limits of Charleston, it's really in a residential suburb of the city of downtown, but it's in the city of Charleston.
It is.
So you go up Bridge Road out of town, and you guys are up there all around the top of Bridge Road.
Yes, and we feel we're a little bit of the crown jewel of Charleston. We're very
I like
proud
your
of
pride. I like your
We're
pride.
very proud of our area,
Yeah, well, you
and
should be.
we're proud of our shops, and you know, this is one way. Also, it's not even just a fundraiser, but it's a thank you to the community.
Nice.
For the support that they have given us, and it's just a great time. We
So,
always have fun.
Emilie, we're talking about the Bridge Road shops.
Yes.
About how many shops are part of your association or part of your membership, or however you want to count
Okay,
it?
there's at least, let's see, 15 to 20 shops, I'd say, up there.
And you're the proprietor at Yared's.
Yes, I am.
Can you let's talk about some of the other shops just off the
Sure.
top of your head there. It's the shops at Bridge Road.
Yes. Well, there's several very specialized boutiques. We have Geraniums, which is a clothing boutique.
Wendy owns that, right?
Wendy owns
Okay.
that. Then we have Eggplant, which is a gift shop. Then we have myself, Yared's, which is shoes and accessories. Across the street from me, we have Charlie. We have Ula Lucy. We have 1010 Restaurant, which is phenomenal.
Very
One
good.
of the
Chef Paul's place, right? Yeah, sure.
Fantastic. Very, very busy. We also have Posh, which is a new nail salon. We have Jeremy Caldwell, which is Caldwell Insurance,
Sure.
is up there. He's a big supporter of the area.
Nice.
As well as the Bistro with Sandy Call. We also have a wonderful gelato store, and also Lola's. And we have the South Hills Mart, which is fantastic for Lebanese food.
Very good. And there's a new physical therapy place right there in the old
Yes,
bank, right?
yes, there is. And also Walgreens, which used to be right in.
Yeah, it used to be right.
And they're a huge supporter of the area as
well, I know those folks at Walgreens, and they support a lot of community
Yes.
events. I know they do a lot
Yes.
for food for children and help us at Christmas.
They're a wonderful partner.
They've been a welcome partner.
Yes,
haven't
they have, for
Let's
sure.
talk a little bit about your background, Emilie.
Okay.
Are you Are you a Charlestonian?
No, I'm not. I'm a West Virginia, and
Okay.
I'm from Lewisburg, though.
Oh, very good.
And I'm third generation of my family business, which is Yared's. We are celebrating our 103rd year this year.
103 years,
Yes.
and your business is, I'm just going to say, is shoes, or do you call it leather goods? How do you describe what you do?
The majority of our business is ladies and men's shoes, but we have started to dabble in a little bit of clothing. We always do handbags, we do jewelry. We are trying to be a one-stop shop for people. We try to fit from head to toe.
Are you a Spartan? Didn't you go to Greenbrier East High School?
I did, yes,
How about
I am.
that?
Very
And
good.
then
I'm impressed that you knew that.
Made your way over to Charleston, West Virginia?
Yes.
Via marriage, via just work, or how'd you get over here?
Well, it was the call of the family.
Okay.
I went to school in Kentucky. I'm a Wildcat, UK.
Very good.
And moved to Cincinnati, Ohio, and then got the call, is what we say, to come back. We were actually affiliated with Schwabe May, which is another old Charleston business.
I met Mrs. Schwabe.
Yep.
I met her.
So,
I know her.
so we collaborated with them. We were the shoe department at Schwabe May for, probably 15 years. And then split ways. They unfortunately went out of business, and we moved up to the Hill, and we've been there ever since.
How long have you been up in the Bridge Road, up on the
We've
hill?
been there 17 years.
17 years. And you have shops in Lewisburg.
We do.
You have a shop at the Greenbrier,
We
I
do.
think.
The Greenbrier Hotel, Roanoke, Virginia.
You have a shop in Roanoke, Virginia?
Yes. And then we have one at the Broadmoor Hotel in Colorado Springs, in Colorado.
103 years, you're doing something right.
Yeah, we're working hard at
Very
it.
good. So the committee for the Bridgefest gets together, and it's the proprietors up there with all these shops that we
Yes.
just mentioned, and we're having a Bridgefest on July the 20th. It'll get started, let me see here, about 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
It'll go for about 3.5 hours.
Yes, it's till 9:30.
Voodoo Cats, one of our all-time
Yes.
favorite bands, will
Phenomenal
be there. Look at the
band.
nice crowd. You can see that might have been from last year, but 2020 we didn't have it.
We did not.
21 we had it modified. So that's a shot from maybe a few years back.
And that just kind of looks like every year.
Yeah.
It's a great crowd. We try to tent part of the parking lot in the area where we are, so that the restaurants are all under tent. We do that for weather, but also just to keep it a little cooler for them. We have tables, hay bales, things like that for people to sit on. We have, again, phenomenal band. We do serve beer and wine, and we have all of the restaurants, well, not all, but some of the restaurants are participating. Some aren't able. It just depends on their schedule. We do have food from Chef Paul, who has 1010, as we've spoken
Sure.
of. He's also bringing some bites from the pitch, and he just bought Ellen's ice cream, which I'm not sure if everybody knows, so he is bringing Ellen's ice cream up there as well.
Well, on the screen you can see, you just mentioned it, you'll be serving beer and wine.
Yes.
There'll be some delicious food there.
Yes.
1010 food will be there. Ice cream from Ellen's. Sarah's Bakery.
Sarah's Bakery is
Love me
having
some Sarah's Bakery.
Fantastic. She'll be
Yeah.
having sweets and also serving some food as well.
There's Sarah on the screen
There's
now.
Sarah.
Yeah, she does a great job.
Yeah.
I saw her yesterday at the regatta as we're taping this, as we're taping the show. We're having a great conversation with Emilie Couch. Emily's one of the committee members with Bridgefest. There's your crew right there.
There's my crew.
The Yared's crew.
The Yared's crew.
What are you guys doing at the Bridgefest
Well, we're
this year?
shoes, but we also
Yeah.
cook.
Yeah, so
We've done Middle Eastern food in the past, but because South Hills Mart is participating, she has fantastic Lebanese food. So we are bowing down, and we are taking over the Wheelhouse's kids' food, really, which is just hot dogs and chips and things like that.
So that's the restaurant that's up there as well. We haven't mentioned
Yes,
the
the
Wheelhouse.
Wheelhouse.
They're close to you,
They're
aren't they?
right beside us,
Okay, they're
and
right
they're
beside
very
you.
popular,
And
but she just can't do it this
When we
year.
say the Bridge Road shops, and we're saying Bridge Road in Charleston, West Virginia, what's the address of maybe people that just aren't familiar? Maybe they're watching this from out of the valley. How do you describe?
Going.
I know you go up Bridge Road out of Charleston, West Virginia.
Yes.
What's the address up there?
Well, my address is 1005 Bridge Road, so
Okay.
it's in that vein of numbers.
The top of the hill on Bridge
Yes,
Road.
and it's a little challenging the first time you get up there, but it's an okay drive up there. But once you're there, it's great.
Are you placing folks to park at a certain place and shuttling people in because you expect so many people and there's not enough parking? How do you do parking for the Bridge Fest?
We do use the Walgreens parking lot.
Oh, that is pretty big.
Which is great. And then we have our new parking lot, which is on the side of
About 30
physical
spaces
therapy,
or so?
right there.
Okay.
And then normally the neighborhood, is very accommodating. It's just parking on the streets and such. We have had a shuttle in the past, but really, honestly, nobody used it. So we decided not to do
So
that
just
this
park,
year.
make your way over.
Yes.
Park at friends' places if you have friends' places,
Exactly.
and walk in. Very good. Talking with Emilie Couch with the Bridge Fest. It's time for the 2022 Bridgefest, July the 20th, 6 o'clock in the evening to 9:30 that evening. Our good friends, Mark Davis and the fine folks, the great musicians with the Voodoo Cats will be playing, providing some great entertainment. We mentioned 1010, we mentioned Ellen's Ice Cream, we mentioned Sarah's Bakery. We haven't mentioned The Pitch will be providing some food, and Lola's will be providing some pizzas, just like they did for the pre-gala a week or so ago down at the Capitol Market. We mentioned the South Hills Mart and their great Lebanese food. We're going to have lots of fun things for the children. This is a family event, right?
It is definitely.
And again, I want to say
it
that again, I really appreciate you guys and applaud you. Yes, it's a little fundraiser for the association, and I'm going to ask you what you do with that little bit of money that you raise. But this is a way to say thanks for supporting the Bridge Road
It
Shop.
definitely
So
is.
it's something for the whole family. We have a lot for the children.
Yes, we are actually having a big bouncy house, which is
that'd be
a
fun.
huge, it's very popular with the little kids. And then for the older kids, we have a climbing wall, which has also been very popular. And then we'll have cornhole, we'll have face painting.
Slime station.
Slime station.
I'm not going to get in there, by the way. I mean, I
That
feel
is
slimy
sponsored
enough.
by Jeremy Caldwell with Caldwell
great.
Insurance.
Caldwell Insurance. Very
And
good,
he,
Jeremy.
super popular. They play with slime, and I was so busy last year, I have to be honest, I don't know what happens, but
People got slimed.
they all
Kids
got
got
slimed,
slimed.
and they loved it.
That is-
so it's a lot of fun.
So it's fun. We're having a good time with great food, good music, good cheer, good spirited beverages, also family beverages. But we're raising money as well. Is there?
Yes.
What's the cost for folks to come in to the event? How do you get tickets? Do you buy tickets when you get there?
You buy tickets when you get there,
Okay.
and really you pay for the food is what you do. That's really the payment to get in.
So there's not an admission fee
No.
per se? So you
No.
just show up for
You
the
just
festival?
show up.
So you can show up, sit on a bale of straw of hay,
You got
listen
it.
to some music, buy a beverage, and buy you a bite to eat,
Yep.
and that's the only money you'll
You will
spend?
be a happy person.
Well, that's dinner and drink right
It
there,
is.
and,
It is.
and music.
Yes.
So the music complimentary.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yes.
So we raised a little bit of money. What does the Bridge Road Neighborhood Association? I know your mission is to kind of keep the grounds pretty up
Yes.
there. Is that what you do with the money?
That is exactly what
Okay.
we do with the money. A lot of people think that it's all privately owned, so it's not city property. We have paid for all of the light posts, which go up the hill of Bridge Road. We have also paid for all of the flower baskets. We pay for Christmas decorations. We have an awesome Christmas tree lighting ceremony every year. So all of that is paid for with the Bridge Road Neighborhood Association funding. Again, as I mentioned, the new parking lot was paid generously. The city helped us, and then we also contributed to that. So really, it's just a great fund just to keep everything up to par and just to keep the area
You mentioned the
beautiful.
city, and we're in the city limits of Charleston. I know you have a great partnership and collaboration with the city.
We do.
But do they help you with any finances when it comes to the Bridge Road Association or any of the stuff that you just mentioned, or is that all on the association?
I mean, they do absolutely help us.
I'm sure
They
they
help
do,
us.
yeah.
And they're also helping us with Bridgefest because they do bring their city workers to close the
Oh,
streets
nice.
off,
Yeah,
and then they
sure.
help us clean afterward.
Well, you are in the city limits. We got to
Yes,
keep saying that, right?
absolutely,
You're,
yes.
You're in the city limits
Yes.
of Charleston. You're just not downtown. But if you just look up, that's Bridge Road Shops, right?
Yes, exactly.
Very good. As we continue our conversation with Emilie Couch, one of the committee members with Bridgefest 2022. Terrell Ellis is another one of your committee members. Mark Davis from
Yes.
City National Bank is a committee member. Do you know? We want to give some other people a
Wendy
shout
McCuskey.
out. Wendy with Geraniums.
when she is with
one-
geraniums.
Yeah.
And that's really the core
Okay.
of the committee.
You guys get together as it gets closer. You're hashing out details,
Yes.
logistics.
Yes, we've
it's
been
getting fun
meeting
now.
weekly.
It's about time.
It is. It's almost time. It's 20 days away. So,
Yeah.
so yes, we've been meeting weekly to get everything organized and, just to make it a very seamless event.
This is, the Bridge Road Shops. You all are considered a small business in West Virginia, right?
We are.
Every one of you.
Every one of us.
How has the shops in general gotten through the last 2-3 years? The challenge, the transformative time that we've been living in. The restaurants not being able to serve, customers not going out. How have you transformed your business? You've all stayed open?
We have.
All of you, I think.
All of us. And I'll
What-
tell you, it's been a very interesting time to be a small business owner. But the one thing, and first of all, and I do apologize, but we also have Pettit's and Young's Flowers up there, which I did not
Gotcha.
mention. So I
Pettit's,
wanted
yeah.
to get them in as well. We are all small businesses, but we have a huge following, and that is one thing that, and I get very emotional about it because our customers and our supporters want to help us. And we have had people who have been there for us even through COVID. When we were closed, they were buying gift certificates for future purchases. They were, buying on our websites. They were trying to help us so that we could stay in business. We were very fortunate with the PPP money and the SBA loans and things like that just to keep us afloat. But I attribute it to our customers. They are our heroes because they have really kept us afloat through all of this and been very supportive.
I've done shows like this for many, many years, done a lot of not-for-profit event planning and work in our community. And that theme is just so steadfast. We take care of our own.
We take care of our own.
And whether it's food, or whether it's trying to
Yes.
support a small business or a charity organization, or if kids need food, or if somebody needs a place to live, or somebody needs money for whatever, we step up. Appalachia, West Virginians certainly do that. But I also want to say this: all the shops up there, they're specialty shops.
Yes.
And they're not just specialty shops; they have special people working in them, and it's you take care of the customers. It's a small town feel. You know all your customers.
We know them.
It is not Macy's in New York City.
Right, it's
It is
not.
not. So you know who, and you take good care of them, and they take good care of you back. And so this Bridgefest is a great way to say thanks.
It is. It definitely is a way to say thank
love
you.
it.
And that's one comment that I heard in my store over the holidays is it became almost like a friendly ground of just communication and community. And somebody said that to me is thank you so much for being here because this doesn't exist anymore. Where you remember as a kid, you would go shopping or whatever, and you would know people, and it would be friendly, and it was almost like a homecoming. And that's, I think, every day for our shops.
So your holiday season, people just park their car. They go from shop to shop up there
They
like we
do.
used to in downtown for
They
Stone
do.
and Thomas and the Diamond and JCPenney.
Yep.
Now they're doing it up
And
there with
it's fun.
geraniums and Yarras and Wheelhouse
You
and
got
Pettits,
it.
and then they go eat at Lola's or 1010 or buy a Danish over at Sarah's and stop in at the Eggplant. I've shopped them all.
Yeah.
I've shopped them all. They're great.
You sound very familiar to me, which is great.
I'm up there all the time. I'm a Christmas shopper up there.
I love it.
And I'm a Bridgefest fan. If you haven't been to Bridgefest, you too will be a Bridgefest fan. You can find more information about Bridgefest. You can go to the Bridge Road Shops of Charleston. Bridge Road Shops of Charleston's Facebook page. There's the information on the screen. They're keeping up with that pretty good. They'll be posting things up there, pictures and times and dates and who's playing and who's going to be there with the food. So you'll learn all about everything you need to know about this year's Bridgefest, a wonderful celebration, a wonderful way to say thanks, a wonderful celebration of food and drink in the parking lot at the Bridge Road Shops on July the 20th. July the 20th, beginning at 6. It'll go till about 9:30. The Voodoo Cats will be playing. All the shops will be participating. Emilie Couch has been my guest. Emilie, if I left anything out, is there something that you need the audience to know that I haven't asked you?
Just come on up.
Yeah, that's your party shot.
We want to see you. Come on up.
Come
we want
on
to
up.
see you.
And we want to see you
Yes.
too. We want to see you as well. And we will see you hopefully on July the 20th from 6 to 9:30 up on Bridge Road, just at the top of the hill. The 1000 block, right?
Yes.
That's the 1000 block of Bridge Road. If you got to Google it, a Google map, but the 1000 block of Bridge Road in Charleston, West Virginia, 25314. If you're looking for the zip code, we hope to see you next time right here on Highlights. We really hope to see you on July the 20th at Bridgefest 2022. That's all the time we have for on this edition of Highlights, as always brought to you by Jim Strawn and Company, the Media Center, HD Media, and special thanks to our new sponsor, Banker's Life. There's no life like the Banker's Life. We'll see you next time on Highlights. Take care now.